Well, Gary, he's Gary, you know? Like, he's a snail, and he's a great companion for SpongeBob because he's got a personality. But hey, on the bright side, he has teeth for some reason. Look at this. Why? He also meows like a cat, which I didn't know that snails had voices either.
Hello?
This show is very creative, I'll give it that.
Well, this is lamer than a paper sandwich.
Sandy is nothing but a generic scientist. I mean, she doesn't have the best dress sense. If she's not wearing nothing, she decides to wear this f***ing toilet roll tin can. Seriously, this thing looks like a cigarette with giantism. But we all know the real reason we love Sandy. That sweet, sweet Rule 30
Or maybe if you clean up Bikini Bottom, they'll build a statue of you. Oh wait! They've already built one. Of me!
Well, Squilliam, why do we get all the stupid characters? Oh well, anyways, he has a nice unibrow, which Squidward doesn't really have anything. Overall, Squilliam has very expensive taste and dresses over the top and is clearly confident in his abilities, but his character seems kind of annoying at times, although you gotta appreciate his laugh.
Inside a Krabby Patty! Just one ingredient. Darn it, crabs!
Well, we have Plankton. I mean, besides his food tasting like absolute dog shit, I do sympathize for him as a character. He's tried time and time again to get that secret formula, but just never succeeds. But come on, you gotta feel bad for this green dildo, like he's literally dating a computer.
We don't play to kick booty. We actually catch and release the little sea angels.
Well, SpongeBob is the star of the show and is a lot of people's fan favorite, and is deservedly so. He's hyper as hell for some reason, and he's very positive at almost any situation when it's literally not needed. He makes for a great protagonist, as him and Squidward are a pretty good balance, like how SpongeBob can represent a kid being happy and energetic, but Squidward can represent an adult, unhappy because of work and his neighbors, and is overall really groggy all the time, and just can't take it anymore. No wonder Squidward's suicide was actually believed by so many people. He just can't take his fucking neighbors anymore.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs!
This money-hungry, penny-pinching crab. Well, despite being more or less selfish, he's a very funny and entertaining character. But why does his nose look like a rotten hickory stick? I swear you could just punch that bitch off and it'd be exiting the stratosphere. But anyways, Eugene Harold Krabs is a very lovable, crusty lobster. I mean, crab, shit!
Squidward on a chair! Squidward on a chair! Well, as I said for SpongeBob, Squidward on a chair is the complete opposite in personality. Sure, he has interests and hobbies, but he just can't shut the f*** up about himself. Like, why would anyone want to buy a painting of just his face? Would you? Maybe for the meme, but would our future generations want to know what the past was like, and fucking bold and brash is the only evidence that we have? Anyways, his clarinet skills aren't really that bad, but he hates his neighbors Patrick and SpongeBob as they are always loud. Okay, just buy noise-canceling Bose headphones or something, I don't know. You play music all the time anyway, just wear like earplugs or something. It's not that hard. Not gonna lie, it would get pretty annoying if all you had to hear from your left is and from your right you just see a rock. A rock. A fucking rock.
Oh, there it is! You smell something burning?
Ah, Patrick. One of the best characters in the series. He's probably winning most funny character, but there are still two major spots ahead. Anyway, Patrick is a great character. While he isn't the brightest starfish in the, pen? I don't know. He's a lovable dumb character that isn't easy to dislike. He's created the most iconic memes and cosplay out of any character here. But yeah, big up Pinhead Larry.
You may not like what P-Star 7 has to say, but you have to agree that he keeps it real.
I don't really understand how he's a character, but he's here anyway. Bubble Bass was first in the episode Pickles trying to fool the customers into thinking SpongeBob was a bad fry cook by saying there was no pickles on his Krabby Patty. But in the end, spoiler alert, no fuck it, the episode's from like 20 years ago, it was revealed that he was lying and hid the pickles under his tongue the whole time. Good going, fan. Anyways, his whole point was to be obnoxious, but I'm sure he has his good side, which is food. Literally, that's his personality, just food. Why the hell not? Make him fat and make him love food. 10 out of 10 character. But if we're gonna talk about food here, he does look pretty tasty.
But before we get into our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
He's going to the door.
He's knocking on the door. Squidward's answering the door, and...
He's beating up Squidward.
Well, really? I can't think of much to say about this character. He speaks straight Minecraft enchantment language. He was pretty funny in his episode, to be fair. Sure, he sounds like he's constantly trying to summon Hitler, but he's cool. The best things we get out of this character are the ridiculously bad Halloween costumes and these other wonderful creations. Fuck it, all hell Doodlebob.
It's the dream